Yo, welcome back to this channel. Couples talk, topic today. Couples talk. Couples money talk.
Couple money talk.
Yeah, couple.
When should a couple talk about finance?
This topic inspired by last time you were talking with your friend.
I was speaking with my friend who just got newly married. Now, from our journey,
Well,
compared to other people's
how about
journey,
about our story first? How
Okay.
how did we start talking about that? And when do we start talking about that? You are the only guy I join, joint account, share money, everything. Only one.
so that is sort of like a bless and could be, I guess, painful in some aspect because it's based on trust.
Yeah, trust.
So,
And if you think that that person is the one, because eventually, if you guys splitting up, it is so much trouble.
painful,
Yes.
so painful.
Yeah.
So,
We even talk about if we ever separate, just leave the property or whatever, leave as it is.
I'm gonna follow you wherever. If you're gonna leave me, I'm just gonna follow you. So
It's just such a pain. Yes, I understand it's a pain, but if you don't talk about that, you don't put at least a joint account together. That is a bit awkward. Would that be?
yeah, because we've been married for what 5+ years.
5+,
now.
yeah.
So, and this person is just newly married, and I remember it could be really stressful when we had our first child. Because if you don't know each other's ins and out financially, as a father or as a provider, let's say, it is your responsibility to juggle all of the ins and out of your finance as a couple
Yeah.
in the future when you have to stop working.
Yeah. Or vice versa. Not about kid, or maybe
Yeah.
you lose your job
'Cause
and I
that's-
have to pay for your bills.
Correct, because that's what happened to us. For us, is like if we didn't really talk about it as much. We did not as regular as compared to now.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah.
you stop working. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, that's okay. You're gonna go back to work in 12 months. I
Yeah.
just have to juggle for 12 months.
Yeah. We have
That's
enough
actually-
saving for that, right?
Yeah.
We count.
That's
calculate.
actually not a good idea. Don't. I mean, it's good to have a buffer of 12 months because you had that maternity leave, let's say.
Yeah.
But when that stopped, and if that ever stopped, what happened next? And that's
We've
when
been through
we went
stress.
through that. The stress,
Yeah.
and it could make it or break it, I guess,
Yeah.
financially. So when should you talk about money in a relationship?
And who's going to bring it up? That's a bit awkward, right?
I must admit, it was so daunting bringing
Yeah.
that subject.
Yeah, you were
with
the
you.
one, right? Yeah.
We were sitting down and we were,
No, we did like a kind of a financial course together. I think it was a good first step.
Fundamental.
We've done it because at least we know our goal. We want to be financially free.
Yep.
Back in 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
We know that that's what we want to do together, and then we put down how much we're earning, any debt, what's
Yeah.
the expenses we have. So from that, we're not married, we're not engaged. So
Yeah,
we're
we're just
trying
boyfriend
to,
and girlfriend back then.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're just trying to see if it working, and how can we be financially free, and that's how we started.
Yeah, we started up with that. It was daunting to do, I guess, an open book
Yeah.
to each other because I would rather open book before you get married. That way you kind of understand, okay, where you at, your budgeting, how much you earn, and how
Yeah.
much you're spending, what your spending habit like. You
And
don't
your
want to,
debt.
yeah.
What
And your
if they
debt.
have debt?
Well,
Yeah.
you don't want to go into a marriage where it goes, oh, by the way, I have, $20,000 in debt from blah.
Yeah, I'm driving a fancy car,
You know what I mean?
but I have 20,000 debt in personal loan, 50,000 debt in car loan.
Exactly, and then paying about 10 or 15 or 20% interest on that. Like,
And we're married now, and I lost my job. Can you help me to pay off my debt?
yeah,
How would you feel?
it was stressful, I would say,
Yeah,
when you get up to that stage.
yeah,
So I would rather have that conversation, and that way you understand, is this the right person for me? Because if you have those things under the closet, it might be really tough
yeah,
to do it together because you, say one half of the partner didn't create that bill. Why do I have to pay that bill?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, there are couples. It actually make them stronger, right? So
yeah, somehow it could make it
Yeah.
or break it.
Yes.
Put it that way. And the quicker you talk about it, the more serious that you guys going to
commit to each
Commit to
other
each other,
and for
yeah.
this journey together.
Yeah.
Well, I read like couple that have before they getting serious or get engaged, so they both have separate loans. So they just pay off their own debt by themselves quickly. Once both parties paid off the debt, they got engaged.
yeah,
It's a
that-
good start.
It's a good start, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be overboard. Fast forward 5 years when you're expecting every child. Oh, by the way, I can't stop working because I'm committed to pay these bills.
Yep.
This financing company for my car, for this, for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a mortgage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, oh, okay, that was a big shock for me. Like, I gotta pay this mortgage now, somehow. Yeah, like that wasn't my mortgage. It's her property, but
Yeah.
now it's our mortgage somehow. But
Yeah.
it's under your name,
Yeah.
so that could be a shock for some people. Like how, and let's say if your partner doesn't want to go to work after the kids, or decided to stay at home, which
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
you
that's
and I
me.
did.
So you're
Yeah.
complaining now?
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, luckily, like
Yeah.
we managed
We know where
we open
Yeah.
we're open to each other, so that way,
Yeah, we know how much you're spending, how much am I spending, what are the big expenses we have.
yeah,
So if one of us is not working, I know what I need to cover. At least I'm not in a shocking mode.
correct. So, yeah, for us, the earlier, the better.
Yes.
Especially when you still, maybe like after your honeymoon, like
Yeah.
not honeymoon, more like that boyfriend girlfriend balloon
That
bubble
I
thing.
don't know. Yeah, the bubble period. I don't know. I forgot. The lovey-dovey moment.
Yeah, the lovey-dovey moment.
Yeah.
When you're going beyond that lovey-dovey moment,
And if you think that person is the one, then may start bring it up. You don't have to just put it all out together. Just slowly have a date, talk about money. What do you think about it? To see if the person
have
financially wavelength is similar at yours.
the same, yeah,
Because it's really hard to talk to a person if they don't understand what you're trying to do.
yeah. I mean, we've
I've
met.
seen a lot of couples, they don't, especially the wife. They
Not just
don't
the
know-
wife, some of them is the husband.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Mm.
So from like when I, when for example, like we met a couple just
Yeah.
bought a house,
Yeah.
like they're building a house.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So when I asked I guess the male,
Mm-hmm. Husband?
the husband, because when I asked them cringing in the numbers, because he just shake his head.
I
Like
don't know much, just
well,
believe in
okay.
her. Yeah.
that to
And
me,
it's a good thing that you trust your
yeah,
partner.
it's good that you trust your partner, but at the same time, it's like in case if anything happened.
To your partner, and you need to step up and do your thing.
Okay, what do you have to do? Like, how do you making the repayment on this, or
What's the password? How much you
exactly.
have? How much you owe?
And
How much do you owe?
do you actually have enough buffer? What is your comfort zone or
Yeah.
debt level? Like, those are serious conversations to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like if the fact that he can't answer it, I'm like, whoa, that's kind of dangerous.
I know. Sometimes, yeah, one of the party doesn't have to be just one party.
One party, either the
Yeah.
husband or the wife, and
Yeah.
and then I met another, I guess another couple, a client, let's say,
Mhm.
and when I asked them, because so where are you going? How are you trying to get involved? Is your husband know that how stressful it would be? And some of them have no idea. So it's kind of dangerous if you guys are split and have no commitment and have no goal in each other. You want potato, I want banana. We all different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that would be so dangerous. The earlier, the better. What do you think?
Yeah, the earlier the better. You don't have to put together everything. Just open a joint account.
Start
from there.
there.
Yeah, start from there. So first, how much do you earn?
Yep.
Like,
Opening up, how much is your
Yeah.
earn? Like, how much is your
Yeah.
pay?
Yeah.
Beginning.
Well, you don't strictly ask that question. You just have your own twist.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm sure you can find your own way of doing it,
Yeah.
but we did that. We figure out this is my pay,
Mhm.
this is how much I earn, this is how much my expenses, And
And
this
I
is
think
the
the debt
outstanding
part
debt.
will be the I think
hardest.
the hardest. Earning bit, I don't really care. It doesn't, like, if you're rich or poor, it doesn't really matter how much you
How
earn.
much you keep.
Yeah, how much you on debt, on spending. That's the big question.
For materialistic
Yeah,
spending.
what if I ask someone, when we first started, wow, you're making $300,000, and but my debt is $500,000. Well, but so are you going to be with them? I don't know.
And my spending habit is $200,000 a year. Like, right. Okay, so
Do you see any future in there?
so
Right.
yeah, like just because they drive a fancy car,
Yeah.
they probably pay that on finance. It's paying on finance on a
Yeah.
card, something that depreciate in value, worth
Yeah.
it.
Hey, yeah, when I first met, you drove this car, I see.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, oh, okay, you paid this outright. I'm like, oh, okay.
You pay that
Gotcha.
outright too.
Like, whoa.
we both pay outright.
Exactly.
We're not alone.
We were in the same alignment because we both we drive cars, but we're not in payments.
Mm-hmm.
Like our car is outright. My car it's only worth I don't know. I think it was like $4,000, $5,000 or
Don't
something
know.
like that. Very small amount.
Yeah.
Your car's like, okay, your car's worth about 4 or 5 times more than mine.
More than that.
More than that. Like
That's
I don't
10
know,
times.
10
What are you
times.
talking
Yeah.
about?
And you pay this outright, and go, there's no finance on this.
I should marry her.
I did.
To.
So,
And then once I marry her, oh no, I gotta pay her mortgage, and she's not going to work. That's where he's coming from.
I'm
the
like,
topic.
oh, okay. So my mind's like, people should know this. People should know, like, okay, just because they've got a mortgage, it is your responsibility. If you are thinking of getting married,
Yeah.
if your partner have a mortgage,
Yeah.
you need to understand the ins and out of that property. You know, especially coming from a renter or from staying at home people.
Why?
So if you're a
Mindset.
renter, you only like your mindset as a renter, it's only one flat fee,
Okay.
one flat every week of $400 a
Amount,
week.
yep.
Okay, that's it. Whereas a mortgage, depending on the loan, you need to understand the loan. Is it principal and interest repayment? How much is it? How much deposit did you put down? How much is the debt? What is the monthly or weekly repayment going to be? Is
Yeah.
it better off going to go fixed rate or variable rate? Why did we choose that one? Why did you choose that one? And then after that, there's also additional expenses. Strata, water, council.
And
What
they
if there's
increase every
tenant?
year.
Yeah.
Insurance.
Insurance. Is it tenanted? If it's tenanted, how much are they paying? If it's damaged, have you got enough surplus buffer? See, all of those things you would not think about if you're a renter or if you're staying at home.
No, it's
Yeah,
not in the book.
No, so
No one's telling you. No, not in school.
So
No.
I need to learn all that
Yeah.
quickly
Mhm.
because I have to have like some sort of a plan. Because okay, so I need to understand what is all of this bill. Why do we have to pay this?
Yeah.
And is it making money? Is it worth it? Is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah. So if you don't know, and it just a ballpark will go. By the way, I got all of this bill, and if you're not used to it, it could break you.
Yeah.
It's true, man.
Yep, we have fights about that.
Yeah.
She said, I don't like it. Well, but it is neutrally gear. I don't like it. I still have to pay the bill.
Because it's coming out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one that working, and I'm like, okay, then so
Yeah.
this is minus this amount, or
Uh-huh.
you know, oh yes, it is break even. But every time a bill come up, I'm the one that pay for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
See?
you know what I mean?
See?
Like as a couple, you should really open up.
Yeah.
This is if you were to do it before married. So let's say you're in that bubble of the girlfriend boyfriend bubble. Yeah. But if you're already married,
Do it.
the quicker the better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
everything. Yeah.
What if you got already married and have kids?
Yeah. I don't understand. You marry, you have kids, you don't know each other's finance. Okay, this nappy I'm paying for it. The next nappy is yours.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I remember one stage I was overseas and like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna pay for the petrol. I go, oh, because my husband he filled it up. Like, what?
Are you so for real?
For real. So I'm like, you're running low. No, yeah, okay, I'm not going to drive it tomorrow, so that way my husband can fill it up. I'm like, where's the logic of that?
So she doesn't want to spend her money.
Like, isn't that your car? You're driving it? But hey, each to their own.
Yeah, no
But-
judgment.
No judgment or anything. Like, for me, like, how did that work?
I don't know.
Aren't the both of you supposed to be in this together for richer or poorer? So, hopefully this will help. It might be a cringe for some,
Yeah,
but
it's reality.
It's reality.
It is reality.
Yeah. The quicker, the better.
The quicker you clear that, you know how much.
Mhm.
And if you want to grow,
Yeah.
it helps you a lot better.
Because that help us grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Okay.
our 2 cents. Don't forget to subscribe, comment.
Okay. Thank you. See
See
ya.
you guys. Bye.
Bye.